Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anike, and in today's video I'll be showing you how to grow your Ugwu seed in a bag and have your produce all year round. In Nigeria, this is known as Ugwu seed, but the English name, well, is fluted pumpkin, and this is commonly consumed by a lot of Nigerians. So guys, I'm here to show you how to have your own produce in your house all year round. Let's get started. Welcome back. So the first thing we are going to do is to break our Ugwu pod. This is the pod, and in this pod we have numerous seeds. So if you want to give it a trial, the first thing you need to do is to break your pod and bring out the seeds. And this is what it looks like in the pod. This is what the seed looks like. And trust me when I say I got more than 150 seeds from that pod. Yes, I got more than 150. So this is what it looks like when you break the pod and bring out the seeds. So the next thing I'm going to do is to wash out all those fleshy coats around my seed. Yes, because you can't plant your seed directly like this. No, you can't. So the first thing you need to do is remove all those fleshy coats around my seed because, well, it's protected it for a while. So now it's time for it to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove all that. So I had to do this like twice because, it is really, really thick. And so the first time, what I had to do was remove the first layer. And now you can see that it's a lot clearer. So the next thing I'm going to do is to wash again and remove that fleshy part of it. This actually took me a lot of time. Let me not say a lot of time, but it took me like 20 to 30 minutes to remove this. It takes a lot of patience to remove the flesh because you really can't plant your seed directly like this. It's going to rot and die, so you cannot plant it directly. So you have to take the time to remove all those fleshy coats around your seed. Now I'm almost done removing all those fleshy parts from the seed. But one thing you need to know is that you cannot remove everything completely at this process. The next thing you have to do is to put the seeds in a tray. You can either put it on the tray or any flat surface for it to air dry. And please, not sun dry. You don't have to put these seeds outside to dry up. You only need to put it where there is enough airflow and then leave it for 24 hours or more, maximum of like 48 hours. And this is what it looks like after 24 hours. This is what it looks like. So what I did was to leave it for a little while. Then this was what I got after like 48 hours. Yes, as you can see now, it's a little bit dry. And now this fleshy part that is still like on the seed needs to go. Yes, because you still cannot plant your seed like this. You need to remove that layer again. And why I did not remove this, as you can see, why I didn't remove it earlier was because I can damage the seed in the process of removing that last part from the seed. So I had to wait for it to dry up before I peeled the last layer off because it becomes easier because it's completely dry, so it becomes easier. And when I did that, I got this. So now your seed is ready for planting. Yes. So please don't forget that you air dry and not sun dry your seed. Don't leave it outside in the sun to dry. So the next thing we are going to do is to mix our soil with manure. So I'm going to be using chicken manure, as you can see. So, and this is what this is the bag I used last year. So to replenish the soil, I had to add chicken manure to mix it properly with my soil. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to mix my soil properly with the manure. Now I'm done mixing my soil with manure and they are now ready for use. So the next process I'm going to do is called scarification. And this is done to break ugu dormancy to speed up the germination process because normally it takes ugu seed 10 to 15 days to sprout. And so the best thing we do to speed up the process to probably like just 9 or 10 days is to rub the seed lightly with sand. You don't go in all rough on it and all of that. No, you have to just do it lightly. That helps to like speed up the germination process. So I had to do this for all of my seed because normally for an ugu seed to like grow, it takes 15 days. And so I wanted to grow faster. So what I did was to rub the sand on the ugu seed, and I did that for all of my seed before planting. Now I can go ahead and plant my seed. When planting your seed, the pointed edge should be on top and the other part below. It's very important that you don't bury the pointed edge because that is where the stem sprouted from. So if you turn it upside down, you won't get a result. It's going to rot and die. So it's very important that when you're planting your ugu seed, you leave the pointed edge on top and the other side down. That is very, very important because if you do it the other way around, you're not getting any result. You're only going to damage your seed. Now that I'm done planting, I need to water my seed. And this also is a very, very tricky aspect because if you overwater your seed, it will damage the seed and to die. So it's very, very advisable to wet once in 2 days. Just make sure that the moisture content is good enough. Yeah, so this is our result after 10 days. It looks really good, right? Yes, it does. So this is what after 10 days. Can you see? It looks really, really good. And once your seed sprout, the growth is rapid. That is one good thing about ugu seed. Once it germinate and sprout, the growth is beautiful and rapid. After a month, your ugu plant should look like this. Yes, it should. And the one good thing about ugu that I love so much that makes me plant it all year round is that it is rarely disturbed by diseases and pests. That's the beauty of this plant. And also, you don't have to grow this with any chemical fertilizer. The only thing is to ensure that you have enough nitrogen in the soil and that you can get through manure and compost and you get this kind of beautiful result. And yes, I am going to harvest this ugu all year round. Yes, so all year round, I'm going to harvest this all year round. That's the beauty of it. So you can have this in your house and harvest your plant. Have your your ugu leaf ready every single time to make your good meal all year round. To get maximum yield from ugu plants, you need to stake it. You can either use a stick or a rope. The only thing you need to do is just once they start sprouting, you put in the middle of the soil and it grows, or you use a rope to train it to grow. With that, you get maximum yield from your plant. Now, let me give you a tip when it comes to ugu planting for watching this video this far. So one thing about planting ugu is that this plant loves shade. So when you are trying to choose a place to plant your ugu seed, you have to ensure that it is under a tree or a very, very cool place. And trust me, when you do that, it is going to thrive. So when you're trying to select a place for your ugu plant, please don't ensure that it's not under the sun. It's not direct sunlight. Find a very good shade and plant your ugu seed under it. And now I'm harvesting to make a good meal in my house. And that is the end of this video. I hope you found it very, very helpful. I hope you get to try it out. Thank you for watching and see you soon.